You can't use it?
Way too slow.
No good? Hey up now, y'all. It's a new week and it's going to rain today, heavy. Jack just said it's not the way. He's going to try and do these with armour and bolster, but he's already doing it wrong, as we can see. Come on, Jacko, what do you do with the end of the block? Exactly what I said. Where's the cut? Come on, brother. Yeah. You know how to do it. You apprentice out there, you've been told how to cut blocks once, twice, 3 times. You always on angle cut over the edge so it'll snap even. Anyway, Jack's doing these, I'll show you. It's an 890 pillar, but we're not making it 890. We're just measuring the door from that end to the end of the door size and fitting it in where it fits, because we didn't put the wind post in. That was by others and it was out of plumb, so we'll sort that out. As you always do, we're going to try and continue with this plot until the rain comes. We've got 2 hours, less than now, before it's going to get heavy. This wall held sound, no problem. Taking the profiles off it. Take that block off there, get the profile whipped off. All your spare concretes that you've got, bring back around and put into the stack where you're going to use them, and they can dry out. Always honeycomb them, the blocks, stick them in 3s with a nice space between. 1, it dries them out. 2, it's a lot easier for grabbing them, you can get your hands in. If you push them all tight like that, you're always forever sliding your blade in to get your blocks apart. So 3s is the way, don't worry about it. We're going to try and wrap these bays round this morning. Just talking about bays round there, little return on the doorway and bays round there. The rain will not hurt them enough, so they'll be fine as long as the blocks are dry. I've got a few block over there in a stack that I can use. It's 20 odd or something, so that'll get us around these little bits, set it out, see how far we get. Not too worried this morning. Then once we've done that, we'll go inside the houses, make sure there's 2 houses that we've already started, they're finished now. We'll go in there, make sure there's a bit of patch done, and then we'll be calling it a day. It's going to be an early day, but it's been a long weekend, we may as well have a little bit longer. Start getting this done anyway, so we'll see where we get, eh? That's that. Another little trick for you, someone put something about their installation and that. Check this out. Now on that very top course, I've been whacking a bit of tape over the block and over the insulation to keep it tight. That one marks my ties up from below. We've been doing that, and if you have a look around here now, look how tight that is. See how tight the insulation is to the block. No mortar has gone down the back of that to push it forward, so when we come up above now, everything's bang on. Look at the ties straight above, every piece of tape, easy to see. No mortar down. So use that one, boys, if you want. It's a great one. Look, everything's tight to the block work. You can say you're welcome. All right. Well, the rain has come just as expected. We managed to just chuck these little bays in. Get rid of that bit of muck. We got them in. Insulated it as well. So that's a little job out of the way. But we knew it was coming. We can do a little bit of a patch in the other plots now, see what's going on. Got the wagon come just with the MOT. Just clocked it out the window, straight across. Let's get this dropped, get the bag split, and then it's less to barrow around in its own.
Yeah, I agree.
Looks like we're having a little bit of a lie-in today. Ooh, beautiful. All I've got left of that job to finish is a small pillar by that white car. But told the apprentice I'll pick the up at 8. We'll have a late start, but it is not nice today, man. And we got washed out after 10 o'clock yesterday. In fact, 10:30, and that was it. But look at that. Ugh. You can't even see Malcap Castle, man. Look at it. It's not bad. Woo. The missus is sorting me out. Check that out. Little boy's box. Brilliant. First job of the day. Get rid of all this water out of the plot. Now we're here. Don't want feet soaked all day. And then we're going to get these get these bloody nibs up here. 1, 2, concrete wall on the back, 3, and then we've got this right around the back here. That little pillar that goes either side of this in the 7 Newton block. Once we get all that done, it's brickwork, but see what the weather brings, eh? Right, it's very slow work these front corners are, I have to admit. I'm not the biggest fan of these stepped in doorways and bays and the same in and out, in and out, in and out, but this is what we got. So 6 courses up, mesh out for the wall there. That's cut back there. Make sure that your window size is correct from side to side. Don't just measure what it says on the drawing back this way. You apprentice out there, make sure that is the right size, and I'll show you what I mean right now. They are that size, 2140. Forget what that says, forget what that says. That is what you're after. So I already had that side built over there, so that's what I've measured back from, and I know that that returns right. So whatever we've got left in here is what we've got left in here. Do the same for the other side. I've done exactly the same. So we know we've got the very end pillar, that end pillar there, that's right, and then we just come off, and whatever you're left with is what you're left with, because we didn't do the substructure, so we just make it whatever it is, but make sure your openings all fit. Right, onto the insulation. Let me just show you this for you apprentice out there. Okay, so below we've got a couple of little kickers. This is what happens when your foundations, the work on the back, isn't completely smooth. You can't get it back, but we didn't build that. But what we do on ours, we make sure everything's smoothed off, jointed up, nice and neat, and then look at that, your insulation goes back perfect. It all matches up. I pre-tape mine, so some people will get the tape and they'll just go, they'll put all the insulation on first, and then they'll get the tape and run it all the way down on both sides, and it'll be like a big tape corner. But what can happen is the tape will peel off, and they don't, when they specify this, they don't say you've got tape down all the way down, it's just exposed ends. So what I do is I take my ends first, so I tape it over and then I push it on like that, look, and that's what we got, nice and neat. So we'll pack this in now, get this insulated up to 6, always leave it back here. We'll insulate that, and then I'm going to set up, I've got my fixed brick there, I've got one there, I'm going to chuck another one on this corner, another one on that corner, and we shall get the brickwork up. The weather looks like it's going to hold off, so we're not too bad. So this is what we managed to get done. Block pillar, dog leg. They're just a pain in the arse. That took a bit of time, and then around from the doorway. All these are cuts, every single one, 20mm off every brick around this corner. While we're on that, have you ever known an architect to draw up the front door and put a 207 return and a 207 return either side of the window, making the window priority and not the brickwork nib? So we're cutting 197, 195 call it, bricks at 195mm long either side of the door. I've no idea what these guys are smoking, but it ain't the normal stuff. Pulled the bay in, but didn't get a great deal done. Now I've got the same again. I'm going to finish them for you. They've got 3/4 up the end as well, you can see. Beautiful. Just takes time. I'll finish these few off here this morning, but before the forky gets here, get all this insulated, get my profile set up, and I'll run this back section in. Then I've got to come back again to get 3 more on that, 3 more on that, then get this wall in, then the cuts are done behind here. Got to get them in, I've got to get the brick out there done. They've got a lot to do, always got a lot to do, but it's all these fiddly bits on this plot just take forever. It was quicker building a 1,000 brick on the other side than it is to do all these bits. Exactly. Oh, it's a windy day. Glad I aren't doing any big gables or anything. Right, there we go. I've sponged that a little bit. Just let me get a sponge. Right, here we go. Just take that. There we go. Right, I've had to put a little slither up the side here. I've asked the site manager, it just does not work a 3/4, so that's hidden behind a frame, so he's let us do that. Front is in, front of the bay, dog leg up against the window, dog leg into there. Takes a little bit of time, but we got there. So there's that, now I've got to go back, then it's around there. It's just not going very quick, is it? These dog legs all over the place. Sun's in the eyes, we're back on the private job, the jumbo garage. Didn't tell you what I did at work earlier. I forgot, so I just shot off so I could get here. This is what we're on. Right, we've had some stone down. There was a delivery the other day when it was peeing it down, so it's popped out and we just had the hardcore hovered over. It was full wagon, there's only 8 ton on it. Could have done with a tipper of it really, but that's what we got in. Tonight, now the weather's nice, just getting this pier up, doorway opening, 10:20. Nice, and that's what we're on. Just a single board tonight, and then first lift is done. Then it's time to get on some trestles, which I'm thoroughly excited about. Anyway, we're getting there. I've only got another 5 courses on this tonight, and then joint up, pull my prop down, and then we're off. But it's going alright. Look what I had to do underneath though. I put a header course through here just to get the levels back out and check it. So now it's going to be covered, stoned up to there, but the things you do, eh? All in good fun. It's dried out lovely. Other than that, let's have a quick look down here for you. Bosh. Lovely job. Let's carry on. Anything I got to tell you about? Not really. It's just steady away, isn't it? Okay, that's the final video now for this week. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a thumbs up, share it, like, subscribe, all that crap. There we go. Nicely polished up. That's it for tonight. That's it for this lift. We'll get the rest of this stone in at some point, and next week, or even before then, we'll start giving this second lift a bash. We'll get some profiles on the wall and we'll go again, but we have only got 2 pack of brick remaining on the job, so I better have a reckon up really what we need left, haven't I? So we can get some more ordered. So we'll do a reckon up, and then we can get the remainder of the block on site, and we can get the remainder of the brick on site. But that's it for this week, so you know what to do. Hit it down there, keep it nice and easy.